Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be showcasing what I think is going to be one of the biggest hair trends for men in 2023, and it doesn't really matter. If you want to have a short haircut, then this is what I'm seeing and hoping that becomes a hair trend. Now, you're probably saying, okay, this mannequin looks like it needs an actual haircut, because I know a lot of people who have this haircut, maybe they're getting a number one on the sides or getting it faded up into the top here, but this is usually a lot shorter. Now, because during the crazy illness that was going around, a lot of people were, they were trapped at home. They weren't going out anywhere, not going to salons or barbershops, so they got used to growing their hair out a bit longer. Or let's just say you're somebody who wants to cut hair at home. You don't want to go to a barbershop. You don't want to go to a salon. You want to just do it yourself. Well, the one benefit to this type of hairstyle is that, as you see in through here, you don't need to have, a skin fade. You don't have to have a number 1 guard or 2 guard. You can actually use, maybe a number 3 or number 4 guard, and you're just kind of lightly neatening up the back and the sides to where, yes, everything still has to blend and connect. But what makes this so great is that it's just going to give your hair a bit more texture, while it still looks neat and sophisticated. If this was overly too grown out, like it was way too bushy and just obviously too long, then okay, it's not gonna look that great. But if you keep this hair down through here to maybe, I would say like 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch the most, and it works up into where this is actually 1 inch to 1.5 inches. The front here is probably about no more than 3 inches. So you have some texture, you have some hair to work with in here, and what makes it so unique is that, as you can see, if you want to have a lot of volume right in the front, you want to have some length to your hair, you want to, create some volume, you want to do somewhat of maybe like a side part and have this a bit flatter this way, you can work this style in as many ways as you want. And that's why I think it's going to be a big hair trend, because we're looking for being able to have diversity with your hairstyle. And especially if someone who always wants to change things up a bit. If your hair is too short, then guess what? You're not going to be able to do all of these types of things. It's something that looks, modern, it looks sophisticated, it looks professional, it's stylish, it's edgy. You can use any one of my products, whether it's like the crafted matte paste, pre-game, clutch, anything for the most part. I just probably wouldn't use the crafted matte pomade, because a pomade is, in my opinion, designed for a bit of a longer hairstyle, unless you're trying to do like a side part and have it go over. So what would a shorter version of this, for all those people who want to have a shorter haircut but something similar? Well, it's going to basically look like this, okay? This is where you may take, a number 1, 1.5 guard, it's a 1/2 inch or so, a little less than that, and the top is probably 1 inch, 2 inches long, as compared to maybe 3 or so. Same thing, okay? The unique thing about this is if you want your hair to be a little bit, shorter, then that's cool. But you can see what happens is when you start to have your hair a bit shorter, you maybe start to see the scalp a bit. Compared to this one, I think having a little more hair actually makes the look itself a little softer. So, if you are somebody who is wearing this hairstyle, let me know in the comments below. Are you going with like the number 1 guard and keeping it a lot shorter? Or are you hoping to have a style like this where you may grow this sides out into something like this? So let me know in the comments below, which haircut do you have or prefer or looking to get? A longer version of this, which is this haircut, or do you like the shorter version? Obviously shorter is a little less maintenance, but I'm telling you, I'm seeing this as, potentially a big hair trend, not only just 2023, but all the time. This haircut's never gonna go out of style. The hair texture that I suggest, this is pin straight hair. There's no wave to it, no curls whatsoever. So yes, this will work great on someone who has a decent amount of hair density, full head of hair. The hair could be fine. The hair could be, on the thicker side or coarse, doesn't matter. But as long as you have a good amount of hair that you're able to work the product into, then you'll be all set. let me know in the comments below. Don't forget, use code YouTube20, that's YouTube20 at shop.thesalonguy.com for 20% off. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.